Sun Cazimi altar and my offerings. For you, I am doing prayers. I'm consecrating this bottle of Campari and vodka and Cointreau together with assorted rubies and offerings of food. Red rocks, the king, the red feather for Mars, calling in Mars, Aries, the sun, Helios, Ra, to be here with us, to be here at this time. I call upon the powers of the wolf and the owl, animals, the red fox, the one who is canny and sly, to come and be here in this circle at this time, this very special blessing of the sun, blessing Mars sitting in its heart on October the 8th, in the hour of Mars. In the hour of Mars, I call upon Mars. Life force, passion, drive, desire, focus, energy, initiation, drive, survival, the Big Bang, new beginnings, unleashing power, masculine drive. Everyone has an inner masculine and feminine, inner drive, the inner warrior, the Tai Chi masters, the eternal warriors battling for what's right. I call upon Eris, Aries' sister, to come and be here as the battle strategist, not to bring discordia but discernment. I call upon Athena, also the warrior goddess, and all the warrior goddesses, Bridget, all the Amazons, Penthesilea, all Medusa, all the Amazon warrior goddesses, all the women who fight to defend their children, their land. I call upon all of you to be here with us. I call upon Mars to bring vitality, to bring new life and drive and initiation to the world. Coming off this energy of the sun, moon, Mars, new moon in Libra, Chiron opposite, and Pluto moving direct. We call upon Mars and Pluto, Lords of Scorpio, to bring massive change so people can see what's been going on in the shadows. What we do in the shadows, all the information has been seeping through in all the media. You just look for it. It's in the Wizard of Oz. It's in all the major archetypes. It's time to wake up to realize you're living not just your personal little ego life, but a trans-personal life. So Mars is going to blow it all open. You know, Mars is the tower in the tarot. And you know what happened at 9/11? So in 2001, that was an archetypal journey for America as the most powerful country in the world to wake up, to have its ego blasted open and its third eye opened, to see the truth. The Romans called it the goddess discordia again, dissonance, right? You need to get into the dissonance so you can see what's going on, because it's all dissonant. It's all, the signals are all jammed on purpose. So it's time for you to see the truth. Venus has also just entered Sagittarius, their fire sign. So she's going to bring her truth, her honesty, her ability to speak the truth, the ability to not be afraid to confront politics. Jane Fonda has Venus in Sagittarius. Not being afraid to confront politicians, seeing the bigger picture, having a bit of humor about all this as well. This is what we all showed up for. So anger can be used righteously. You shouldn't suppress it, you shouldn't repress it, but you should use it righteously. It's just energy. It's passion, it's sex. It's the sex drive, it's what life is all about. You know, Venus is also the feminine form of Mars. Sexuality, passion, life. Life wants to continue. Life loves life. And so this is like new lifeblood. Mars, red, everything that's red is under Mars's reign. Our lifeblood, But Venus is what our veins are named after. So in our hearts, and in our blood, in our very desire to be alive, in sex, everything came to earth. Everything was born from sex. That's the life-giving force. So Venus represents the veins, Mars represents the blood. So they're in a perfect marriage, actually. And so I call upon that balance, because that new moon energy also is ruled by Libra in Mars' sign. Mars is in Libra, Venus is Sun. So it's the perfect complementary balance of the masculine and the feminine, one becoming the other. Temperance in the tarot, the number 14. Alchemy, the transmutation of one polarity into the other. So they realize they are not really different. They're just two sides of the same coin. And we absolutely need polarities, or else life doesn't go on. So in spite of the gender politics, which is again another overlay, you still need to have polarities. That's masculine and feminine charges in the universe. So visualize Mars, Aries, the warrior, the initiator, the big bang, testosterone. Defenses. What are you defensive about? What do you need to defend? What would you lay your life down for? That's what warriors do. They lay their lives down for those they love, for their country, to protect what's theirs. So think about that. What means the most to you? What makes your heart pound and your blood pound in your veins? That's Mars energy. So visualize Mars, Aries in the heart of the sun, the golden sun, Apollo. Just the beautiful Sun Cazimi. It only lasts for a short time. It was exact at midnight, the 8th. It lasts for, well, the Mars is within 8 minutes of that exact center, 15:05. I'm doing this in the hour of Mars. It's in the middle of the night here in Toronto, Canada, to really work with these energies, to really bring in these prayers, and I'm creating it and sending it out also to the world, to you, to everyone, to wake up. Mars, spring into action. Don't be passive. I know Mars in Libra is considered weak traditionally, but honestly, in this 21st century, Mars is just laying down his armor. He's revealing his wounds. He's realizing that being vulnerable is the greatest strength. And that's where we are in modern times. So he can be the warrior when he needs to be, and he can be disarmed and open and vulnerable and intimate and supportive of the feminine, and honoring his own inner feminine, because to be in the masculine warrior all the time, it really, men have paid a big price for being tough, being the tough guy, never crying, you know what I mean? All of that stuff, denying their feelings. So this is a great healing time for men to allow their inner children, their inner little boys, to come out and be vulnerable and realize how much they've been bullied by the patriarchy, by that hierarchy, and to be vulnerable and to reveal their feelings. So I can feel my blood pulsing. I can feel the presence of Mars. So visualize the symbol of Mars. Everybody pretty much knows the symbol of Mars. Visualize Mars at the center of a golden sun disk, where you could see Apollo in his chariot driving across the sky with Mars in his chariot, but in his heart. So feel the sun, feel this golden showers raining down on you and blessing your own life force, your own libido. Everybody has a bit of testosterone, making you feel alive again and passionate. This is the sign of the entrepreneur. This is the self-starter. I don't need to have anybody else to get myself going. This is the person who knows who they are. This is the I am principle, the first sign, Aries. Mars was the first sign, Aries and Scorpio. So the birth, the initiation, the start, and the death. So full circle. We have to use death as an ally. It helps us to be fully alive. So that martial energy, fighting, defending, protecting, thriving, desiring, it's passion. What turns you on? You know, what do you really want? What are you willing to fight for? Freedom? The person you love? You have to think about what that is. So the sun, golden Helios, raw, soul, Apollo, feel you blessing, Mars, the warrior, the spark of life bringer, metaphorically speaking, initiating, entrepreneurial. This is about boundaries. Mars knows. This is who I am. It is who I am. I have boundaries. It's about learning to be true to yourself, especially with Venus and Sagittarius. Be true to thine own self, be true, and know thyself. Okay, those are the two wisdoms, some of the two wisdoms. Know thyself, to thine own self be true. Whew. Action. You know, this is all our movies. We all showed up for this movie. You know, we're the director, the actors, the actresses. So realize that this is all a play on some level. Okay, everything that appears so real is a play. I was talking about the Wizard of Oz earlier today, and you're in the Wizard of Oz's throne room there, and you are Dorothy. You are wearing those red ruby slippers. And the little dog, Toto, which represents the instincts, just like in the tarot, he opens the curtain to reveal the wizard behind the curtain, saying, don't look behind the curtain. Don't pay attention to that little man there. But the wizard is just an ordinary person, an ordinary man, pretending to be a big, wise, and powerful Oz that knows all, but it's not true. It's all fake. So that's where we're at right now. Now remember, we are all collectively, Dorothy, we are all collectively wearing the ruby slippers. All we have to do is click them 3 times and say, there's no place like home, there's no place like home, there's no place like home. And we travel within ourselves. We can only be home within ourselves, in our bodies, feeling our lifeblood, feeling our heart pounding, being here on the earth, like what the Buddha did. When the Buddha became enlightened, he put his hands on the earth and said, is the earth, Artha, Tara, is the earth is my witness. So we came here to be here. Now, in these pretty insane times of forced polarity and opposition, oh my God, I had that so much in my face today. It was insane. Pluto going direct, okay. Oppositions, Chiron, the wounded healer. Healing Mars. Mars is very wounded. The great masculine is very wounded. It's really messed up. It keeps fighting for control. Scorpio. Remember, Mars will Scorpio. Control, secrets, powers, the cabals, the 147 families that run everything in the world. They just want more power. They've got a plan. Okay. Power, control, secrets, sex, BDSM, sex trafficking, money laundering. Some of it's coming out. Pluto and Capricorn is bringing some of it out. Scorpio energy. Revenge. Total control, the shadows, the collective shadow. So for those of us who've always known about the collective shadow, who've always known about the cabals that have always worked, not the governments are never ever was going to help you or take care of you. That's some modern myth that everybody's been fed. Everybody's been programmed, everybody's been lied to, all the religions. I've been writing about this for years. I've known it since I was a child, since I was 8 years old. All the religions are meant to enslave you. The banks, your job, the governments worldwide, even more so now. They're coming out in the open so that you can see it. You know, I've been watching that Lori Ladd's videos. I'm going to tag her actually, because I feel like this is what I really need to do now, is to speak out, to speak my truth, especially with Venus and Sag. I'm a double Sag with Mercury and Sag from the galactic center. I came here to be a teacher, to show up, to help people to be awake, helping you to wake up. That's Mars. Wake up. You know, it's like a big slap in the face. Wait till Neptune enters Aries. That's going to be the big collective slap in the face, but that's still another few years away. And this is going to be, can be very hard years we're facing here, unless you, as part of the collective, wakes up and goes, this is all a sham, this is all a lie, we're all just cattle, we're treated like ants. I do believe there's an alien aspect to this. I had many big epiphanies today. It's all metaphors. The jab is a metaphor for the original alien insert that was put into us when humanity was created, just to be slaves for these alien forces, alien consciousness. I would call it AI consciousness. There's different ones. They created humans. They told them stories. They're just here because they want the gold, because gold is a great transmitter. And also, on another level, we have souls, and souls are precious, and not everybody has a soul. And so they're soul catchers, you know. They want to eat you, lords of karma. So everything is the opposite of what you thought it was, basically. And I know that's hard to take, and don't have a breakdown about it, because, you know, I've known about this since I was a child. I knew about it when I came in. I kind of forgot a bit, but I know. I remember, you know, my husband's also awake. I know people who are awake, who've been awake since they were kids. So we've survived, and we've managed to survive outside of the system, and that's what many people are just learning to do. So this COVID is here to wake people up, but it's also, there's very nefarious powers going on. And yes, I'm trying to stay in a higher state of consciousness here, so that's part of it, but you also have to be very, very aware of what's going on, and do your diligence, do your research. Do your research. You have to look below the surface, okay? The power is below the surface, but now it's sort of out in the open, so you can't miss it. You know, can't miss the forest for the trees. So Mars, you know, righteous anger, fighting for our lives, fighting to stay alive. Staying alive by the Bee Gees should be one of the main songs right now. Staying alive, staying alive. You want to stay alive. You want to thrive. Don't believe everything you read. Never believe everything that comes through mainstream media. It's all manipulated. You've all been programmed since they realized television could be used for that. That's a long time. A lot of programming. Ego, pandering to your ego, pandering to all these false gods and false messiahs. Glamour, illusion, projection. All of that. That's Neptune and Pisces. Okay. Since 2011. All right, so Sun conjunct Mars. I'm just feeling that energy coming into my root chakra. So breathe into your root chakra. Even though it's technically ruled by Saturn, it is sexual energy. It's at the base of your spine. It's where the Kundalini snake is coiled up. So feel that sexual energy awaken in you. That's Mars. That's the life force. Everything wants to stay alive, no matter how big or small. So feel that energy and breathe into your first chakra, and it is red. So breathe into the first chakra. Feel it begin to tingle or to swirl. And then breathe up into the second chakra. It's orange. This is where the womb is in women. Men have a spirit womb, whatever gender you identify it with. You have an open, creative, holy grail womb space, which represents all potential in the physical, in the spiritual. And feel that open up like a bright orange flower. So feel this fire beginning to burn up from the bottom of your spine, up your middle channel, up through the center of your body, and then bring it up into the third chakra. These are the survival chakras. Third chakra, 2 finger widths below your navel, is the sun. This is your solar plexus, the sun. So this is the willpower. Guess you want to bring those two energies together. Sun. Mars in Aries rules the head, rules the brain, rules the head itself. Not the brain, but the head. So feel those three chakras and then bring your energy up into the heart. We want to bring the heart in here. The heart is green, dark green, emerald green. And breathe into the heart chakra. And then breathe into your fifth chakra, the throat. It's indigo blue. And then breathe up into your third chakra. This is violet, ultraviolet purple. And feel your mind being filled with ultraviolet purple light. And open your pineal gland. It looks like a little cone at the center of your brain. And then breathe up into your crown chakra. It's open and it's white. And all the light of the rainbows, all the chakras that you've opened up, exit through the top of your skull. And see those rainbow showers just surrounding you. All the colors of the rainbow just flowing out of you like a big rainbow shower. Very protective and very cleansing. Give you courage. So we call upon the powers of courage and drive and passion and life. 100 times the life force. Animation, action. No more wavering. Action. Power. Courage. Life and death. We're always in that life and death off on switch anyway. So feel the power of the sun and all the suns and all the galaxies coming through you as well. Our sun is just part of the central sun. So feel those golden blessings shining down like gold dust falling. You can feel it. I felt that gold dust falling. And the golden ray, feel like you're in a golden ray of light from the sun. It's a beautiful warm day. It's the perfect temperature. However hot you want it, you can adjust that temperature. And feel your heart being open, your root chakra being open, your will chakra, the third one, being open. And just bathe in this blessing and know that you've been given a special gift. So just sit with this and allow, or imagine what this gift is. What are you going to do with this Mars energy? This drive, this passion, this new life, this initiation. What are you going to start? What are you going to act on? What moves you? So take as much time as you need to sit with that. I'm going to continue to do prayers and get this tincture ready. It's going to sit and till it's ready. And then I will be making some tinctures which I will make available on my website, taratarot.com. All right, I need to sit now in silence, so sending you many, many blessings. Tomorrow, Sun and Mercury conjunct another Cazimi. Quite rare to have them back to back. There will be a second Mercury Sun Cazimi on November 29th, 30th, on my birthday. Very nice. Thank you very much. So, sending you all the best blessings. Over and out.